Erythritol is a sugar alcohol, or polyol, food additive. It was discovered in 1848 by Scottish chemist John Stenhouse. 1. Erythritol was first isolated in 1852. In 1950 it was found in blackstrap molasses that was fermented by yeast, and it became commercialized as a sugar alcohol in the 1990s in Japan. 2.
Erythritol.
Name systematic IUPAC name, 2R, 3S, butane 1, 2, 3, 4-TETROL. Other names, 2R, 3S, butane 1, 2, 3, 4-TETRAOL, not recommended. Identifiers CAS number 3D model, JSMOL. Interactive image CHEBI. CHEMBL. CamSpider. Drug Bank.
Hecha Infocard 100.005.217.
E-number, E968, glazing agents. KEG.
PubChem CID 222.285.
UNI.
Comtox dashboard, EPA, NCHI equals 1, C4H1004, C513748, 2-6/H3-8H, 1-2H2/T3-4 plus key, UNXHWFMMPAWVPIZXZARUISBN smiles OC, C at HO, C at HO, CO.
C, C-H, C-H, CO, O.
Properties chemical formula, C4H1004 molar mass, 122.120 g, middle dot mol 1. Density, 1.45 GCM3. Melting point, 121 degrees Celsius, 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 394 kelvins. Boiling point, 329 to 331 degrees Celsius, 624 to 628 degrees Fahrenheit, 602 to 604 kelvins. Magnetic susceptibility.
Χ, πλην 73, 80, 10 έως 6.
CM3 mol hazards NFPA 704, 110 except where otherwise noted. Data are given for materials in their standard state, at 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 kilopascals. Verify, what is? Infobox references it occurs naturally in some fruit and fermented foods. 3. At the industrial level, it is produced from glucose by fermentation with a yeast, Moniliella pollinis. 4. Erythritol is 60–70% as sweet as sucrose, table sugar, yet it is almost non-caloric. 5. Does not affect blood sugar. 6. Does not cause tooth decay. 7. And is partially absorbed by the body, excreted in urine and feces. Under U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) labeling requirements, it has a caloric value of 0.2 kilocalories per gram, 95% less than sugar and other carbohydrates, though nutritional labeling varies from country to country. Some countries, such as Japan and the United States, label it as 0 calorie. The European Union labels it 0 kilocalorie g. 8. Contents. Human digestion, blood sugar and insulin levels, side effects, production properties, safety, heat of solution, blending for sugar-like properties, bacteria. Synonyms see also references, external links. Human digestion. In the body, most erythritol is absorbed into the bloodstream in the small intestine, and then for the most part excreted unchanged in the urine. About 10% enters the colon. 9. Because 90% of erythritol is absorbed before it enters the large intestine, it does not normally cause laxative effects, as are often experienced after consumption of other sugar alcohols, such as xylitol and maltitol. 10. Although large doses can cause nausea and stomach rumbling. 11. In males, doses greater than 0.66 g kilograms body weight, and in females, doses greater than 0.8 g kilograms body weight, will cause laxation. 12. Blood sugar and insulin levels. Erythritol has no effect on blood sugar or blood insulin levels. 13. 14. Side effects. The known side effects for the regular use of erythritol are stomach rumbling, nausea, and diarrhea in higher doses, over 50 grams, 1.8 ounces. 11. Rarely, erythritol can cause allergic hives, urticaria. 15. When compared with other sugar alcohols, it is also much more difficult for intestinal bacteria to digest, so it is less likely to cause gas or bloating than other polyols, 9, such as maltitol, sorbitol, or lactitol. Erythritol absorption is not affected by glucose levels. and therefore has great potential to be an effective substitute for sugar in diabetics. 2. According to a 2014 study, 16-erythritol functions as an insecticide toxic to the fruit fly Drosophila melanogaster, impairing motor ability and reducing longevity even when nutritive sugars were available. Production. Erythritol is produced industrially beginning with enzymatic hydrolysis of the starch from corn to generate glucose. 17-glucose is then fermented with yeast or another fungus to produce erythritol. Other methods such as electrochemical synthesis are in development. 18. A genetically engineered mutant form of Yersinia politica, a yeast, has been optimized for erythritol production by fermentation, using glycerol as a carbon source and high osmotic pressure to increase yields up to 62%. 19. Properties. Safety. The US FDA has not made its own determination regarding the generally recognized as safe GRA status of erythritol, but has accepted the conclusion that erythritol is GRA as submitted to it by several food manufacturers. 4. Heat of solution. Erythritol has a strong cooling effect, endothermic, or positive heat of solution 20 when it dissolves in water, which is often compared with the cooling effect of mint flavors. The cooling effect is present only when erythritol is not already dissolved in water, a situation that might be experienced in erythritol sweetened frosting, chocolate bar, chewing gum, or hard candy. The cooling effect of erythritol is very similar to that of xylitol and among the strongest cooling effects of all sugar alcohols. 21. Erythritol has a pKa of 13.903 at 18 degrees Celsius. 22. Blending for sugar-like properties. Erythritol is commonly used as a medium in which to deliver high-intensity sweeteners, especially stevia derivatives, serving the dual function of providing both bulk and a flavor similar to that of table sugar. Diet beverages are made with this blend, thus contain erythritol in addition to the main sweetener. Beyond high-intensity sweeteners, erythritol is often paired with other bulky ingredients that exhibit sugar-like characteristics to better mimic the texture and mouthfeel of sucrose. The cooling effect of erythritol is rarely desired, hence other ingredients are chosen to dilute or negate that effect. Erythritol also has a propensity to crystallize and is not as soluble as sucrose, so ingredients may also be chosen to help negate this disadvantage. Furthermore, erythritol is not hygroscopic, meaning it does not attract moisture, which can lead to the drying out of products, in particular baked goods, if another hygroscopic ingredient is not used in the formulation. Citation needed. Inulin is often combined with erythritol because of inulin's offering a complementary negative heat of solution exothermic, or warming effect when dissolved, which helps cancel erythritol's cooling effect and non-crystallizing properties. However, inulin has a propensity to cause gas and bloating in those having consumed it in moderate to large quantities, in particular in individuals unaccustomed to it. Other sugar alcohols are sometimes used with erythritol, in particular isomalt, because of its minimally positive heat of solution, and glycerin, which has a negative heat of solution, moderate hygroscopicity, and non-crystallizing liquid form. Bacteria. Erythritol is tooth-friendly. It cannot be metabolized by oral bacteria, so it does not contribute to tooth decay. 14. In addition, erythritol, similarly to xylitol, has antibacterial effects against streptococci bacteria, reduces dental plaque, and may be protective against tooth decay. 14. Erythritol is preferentially used by the Brucella bacteria spp. The presence of erythritol in the placentas of goats, cattle, and pigs has been proposed as an explanation for the accumulation of Brucella bacteria found at these sites. 23. Synonyms. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, several synonyms were in use for erythritol: erythrol, erythrite, erythoglucin, eriglucin, erythromanite and physite. 24. Xeros is a trade name for erythritol. 25. See also: erythritol tetranitrate pentaerythritol thritol, the diastereomer of erythritol.